Welcome back to another episode of Max Level Video Games, where me and Shane show you guys the ins, the outs, and all abouts of running your own retro video game store. Really getting through here, but I do have this guy cleaned off. We just got the new screen on there. And there is the brand new screen. Game Boy looks okay, not perfect, but definitely cleaner than it was. So that is ready to be sold. And on the other hand, we're gonna have to take this guy apart, soak him, get him back into a better condition. It's not gonna be perfect. Like, you can see the yellowing compared to not yellowed. This one's in better condition than this one, but this one does have some yellowing. But we're gonna have to take this one apart. These discs were pretty bad. I didn't show you guys before, but I'll still show you what they were kind of. So someone tried to use the toothpaste method and definitely scratched them up worse than this. So we've been working through the games, buffing them out, testing them on the Wii they gave us, and I've been able to pretty much make all the games boot up. A cheap method of cleaning games, literally car wax. Right here, the ultimate compound, and then you can get the polish as well. And you just polish the games. You just polish them. You don't need to do anything special. Use this Mario Kart, this Japanese Mario Kart, for example. We'll just get a paper towel and just put some of this on the paper towel. This is just the compound. We'll just kind of rub it in there like you would a car. You can also do pads or anything else. If you want, you could literally, I'll show you what I used to do. Contraption right here. This used to be my buffer. So this is what I used to do. I used to take this. This has like a bunch of washers, nuts. It has just some light like washers. I used to put it in like so. You can see it used to be there. Put the washers on like so. And this is as ghetto as I used to be before I had even a cleaner. Grab the nut. Tighten the nut all the way down, as tight as I can get it. Kind of center it as best as I can. Tighten it up, not too tight where it'll crack. And then put this in my drill, like my $10 drill I got at Heart, like anywhere. And then I'll just spin it and just buff it. So this thing would spin around circles and just buff with the compound. I used to do that by hand. Get these pads too from like Harbor Freight or somewhere cheap. These are pretty much the same thing. It's just car polishing pads. You could put some in there. And I'll grab some polish. Let's polish it up. Different grits of polish or pads. Clean it up with my shirt. And it's definitely still some micro scratches, but it's definitely a lot cleaner. But that's how I used to clean discs, just to clean them a bit, instead of using toothpaste. I just use this Echo Pro with the pads and the solution, and I don't have to use my hands. I keep my hands clean, and that will pretty much buff it. The solution in here is literally the car compound. That's what I use for the solution, and just like water. You get from Echo Pro or the Elm USA, and the compound, this stuff is pretty much the same stuff that's in here. See if I can get the color right next to each other. It's pretty much the same stuff, and it just comes out better and better each time. This is just a fancy machine that literally has the pads. They spin around, solution comes out, water comes out, and they do a little tiny mixture, and all it does is just buffs it. Love to get one. The Elm Pro or even the 50 disc ones would be great, but they're pretty expensive. They're not cheap. Even the Elm Pro over there is not a cheap option. You can just buff up your stuff or just clean your discs a little bit. You could try soap and water just to see how it goes. Just don't use anything that's really adhesive. You could just use a nice cotton shirt or anything and use that as a buffer. There's definitely, you don't need to use toothpaste. There's definitely other solutions. Soap and water just to clean the disc, get it nice and clean. But if you're looking to get rid of those scratches, you can also do what car people do. It's literally the same. You see this? This is sandpaper. This is 3000 grit sandpaper. You can literally sand different grit thicknesses, essentially, until you come off with a nice shine, and then buff it with the buffer. If you really wanted to try, it's definitely a lot of work. Enough at it, your disc will shine just like that machine. These 360 and all the PS4 games in, we're going to get the red Wii Mini in stock. I'm gonna clean this Xbox up because it's working and put it in this box with a original OEM controller. Definitely gotta clean it up, but that will be a complete in box with the manual and the AV cables and power cables and everything it needs to work. Slowly get through the rest of this stuff. It's been sitting here for way too long, and I really just want it done. A huge order from Forrester. Thank you, Forrester. I appreciate the support. You grabbed some amazing games. Tenkaichi 2, 3, Raging Blast 2, and Burst Limit. Some amazing Dragon Ball Z games. Probably some of the best. Definitely a Dragon Ball day, because Damon just picked up Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. So this guy will be going into stock. Original Xbox, original box, manuals. So, I don't know if this is complete, but it's pretty close to complete. This is the brand new stuff that we just got from Hypercam. We got some 360S's and E power adapters. Some people have been asking for them, so I'm got it. We got a bunch of PS3 charge cables because everyone's asking when they buy it if it comes with it. I usually don't have them. We got a couple more just AV cables and stuff that we needed. A lot of Xbox, PS4 stuff, PS2. Nothing crazy. All right, we are so close to getting everything that was out here in stock. We got a couple of the Castlevania guides in. We have the DS ones over here. And we do have the more expensive Legacy of Darkness for the 64 and the official guide for Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Comps wise, they're a little difficult to place. There's one posted for this thing for 500 on eBay. That's probably never gonna sell. And then there's one that is posted right now for 80 and one that sold for 100 and like 40. So I put them both at 100. We'll see. But this is all we have left. The 3 fight sticks and this guy. I mean, don't look at these. Don't worry about that. But this is all we have is left. The funny thing is, someone's already called about another collection. So you get caught up, another one comes in. Happens every single time. And I'm happy it happens every single time. That means I'm able to keep up with it, at least a little bit. So thank you guys for watching as always. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to level up.